Hello YouTube and fellow Star Wars collectors! On this episode of Toys Are the Way, we'll be taking a look at the latest addition to the Vintage Collection Army Builder 4-packs, Captain Enoch and Thrawn's Night Troopers. These releases have been an excellent option for TVC fans who want to quickly add reinforcements to their collections, troop formations, and action figure photography. Now, this typically has been a great way to build out the ranks in specific 375 legions, and while this latest release is a welcome addition to our TVC Ahsoka figure lineup, it adds a challenge when building out Grand Admiral Thrawn's Night Trooper army due to the inclusion of unique characters like Captain Enoch. Despite these setbacks, I've ordered 4 of these packs with another 4 on their way from the Chimera, and despite its issues, I'm absolutely enjoying this release. But with all that being said, let's take a closer look at the packaging and figure. So once again, we have our standard Army Builder 4-pack design with a black and white illustration of the characters inside, paired with a nice pop of color. We have the Star Wars logo followed by a simplified name pill for Captain Enoch and Thrawn's Night Troopers located towards the bottom of the box. Naturally, we have the phenomenal pop of crimson red for the Night Troopers with extra hints of gray and gold markings throughout, which really adds some nice shelf value to this set. Taking a look at the side of the packaging, we have an additional image of Thrawn's Night Trooper, which is a wonderful new addition to these 4 packs and a huge plus for anyone who's looking to display these on their shelves. As per usual, the remaining sides of the box simply have the less than visually appealing warning labels and additional info that's needed for retail. Moving on and taking a look at the back of the packaging, we have the black and white illustration depicting the exact 4 figures included in this set, a total of 3 Night Troopers with individual markings and wraps, and Captain Enoch, leader of Thrawn's Guard. While this set is a nice addition to our collections, I think it's safe to say that many of us would have liked to see an additional standard Night Trooper in place of Captain Enoch, who most certainly should have been on a carded release instead. And if you're new to collecting or these Army Builder 4-packs, each trooper is individually wrapped in tissue paper along with their E11 Stormtrooper blaster accessory. Sadly, the set does not include any additional accessories as seen in previous sets, which is likely due to the amount of costly paint applications seen on these figures. Although I would have liked to see some type of accessory included with this figure, perhaps extra helmets or something of that sort, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Taking a look at the Night Trooper compared to the classic version from A New Hope, you can see that the paint applications and Night Sister wrappings have really taken this figure to another level. Unfortunately, there is one small detail that takes away from this release, and it is the lack of the small blue lines seen on the side of the helmet. Now, these have been included on each and every Stormtrooper release in the Vintage Collection, and while it's less noticeable on the Night Troopers with gray helmets, this extra paint application most certainly should have been included. Lastly, I would like to point out that the E11 blaster rifle has been casted in a less than pitch black color and does not have the silver paint deco hit either, which is an inconsistency I would like to see addressed in TVC moving forward on all trooper blasters. Taking a look at Captain Enoch and the Night Troopers, it has to be said that this is a huge upgrade to our Ahsoka collections and displays. Despite the frustrating inclusion of Enoch in this set, there is the potential to swap parts and limbs on the other troopers for even more variety on our shelves, and I will certainly be boiling and popping a few of these troopers. By now, many fans are familiar with the articulation on Stormtroopers and their repaints in the Vintage Collection. Starting with the neck articulation, we have some decent range of motion due to the barbell neck joint, which allows the figure to look up and down and side to side in a convincing manner. Sadly, we have the old style ball jointed hips, which have become less than exciting as time moves forward, and should be upgraded to the new style barbell system in my opinion. Fortunately, the ball jointed knees, rocker ankles, and swivels will make up for the dated hip articulation. Ball jointed shoulders, elbows, hinges at the wrist, and an ab crunch offer excellent range of motion for the upper body, and will allow for a number of action poses as this Thrawn loyalist takes on Ahsoka and our heroes. Additionally, Captain Enoch suffers from the old-style hips as well, and when paired with the questionable plastic comma, some of that articulation is hindered, which leaves me wanting to customize this accessory with a softer material. Here you can see my total of 4 Troop Builder packs, and it just has to be said that the ratio for this release is once again off, and Captain Enoch should have not been included in this set. If one chooses to army build these Night Troopers past a total of 4 sets, you're going to have way too many Enochs. So once again, Hasbro delivers another impressive Army Builder 4-pack in the Vintage Collection, but this time takes it to another level with an impressive aesthetic upgrade to the classic Stormtrooper mold, presenting TVC fans with Thrawn's Night Troopers and Captain Enoch. By upgrading this classic trooper with Night Sister wrappings and a number of different paint applications, our Ahsoka shelves have just received a much needed villain. The figure sports nearly all the modern articulation that the Grand Admiral's Guard will need to combat any threat to Thrawn and the Great Mother's plan to escape Peridia. Old-style hips, ball-jointed everything, and rocker ankles allow the Night Troopers to achieve a variety of action poses, and while Captain Enoch is slightly hindered by the less than typically soft plastic comma, the figure is able to pose rather well as he leads the Night Troopers into battle. Additionally, I must admit that it was a lot of fun to put these troopers into the undead zombie poses seen during the Ahsoka series, and the inclusion of extra helmets with bright green eyes could have been an excellent addition to this set. While this 4-pack offers a lot for Vintage Collection fans, it also hinders our ability to add significant reinforcements to Thrawn's Night Trooper army, as Captain Enoch should have been a mainline carded release. Unfortunately, Hasbro has heard the feedback for future releases, and hopefully we'll see a mainline release of the Night Troopers. I hope you've enjoyed this video and taking a look at this latest addition to the Vintage Collection Army Builder 4-packs, Captain Enoch and Thrawn's Night Troopers. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps and is always greatly appreciated. Thanks everyone, and may the Force be with you.